RKO NWO, back with another video. So today is DVD Tuesday. You know what that means. You know what DVD, the most controversial DVD of all time is. Top 50 superstars of all time. And I'm not assuming this is not WWE, because they talk about a lot of people that pretty much when they came to WWE, if they were in WWE, they didn't make a big impact as they did like in the NWA or WCW. And we'll get to that in a second. It's a nice front cover, spine, and the back. And there's some very nice artwork in the side. And you go inside here, you see disc 2 and 3, and you see this one. Oh my god, it's an insert! No, it's not. It's a printed insert from WWEDVDnews.com. You get your very own if you go to that site and go and print one off. And I printed mine in nice glossy paper. So, useless, no insert. We'll talk about this later on. Nice artwork in the middle. Very nice, very nice. So we get the inserts right here. I like how this one is that instead of showing the realistic superstar, it shows all the pictures from 50 to number 1 and the matches. So it's printed off in glossy paper. It didn't come out properly. It turned green. I don't know why. Who cares? Anyways, a lot of controversy in here. First of all, I honestly don't care who number 1 is because it's Shawn Michaels. But the main one is right here. Hulk Hogan number 23. Hulk Hogan number 23. I am not the biggest Hulk Hogan fan, but putting Hulk and before I start ranting, this DVD was hosted by Todd Grisham, and he said it's the WWE superstars. Every person in the locker room voted, and this is how they complied this compilation at the top. And he even said he's just a messenger, and this DVD will create controversy. He said it himself, even when he got to Hulk Hogan. Even he was surprised that he's number 23. But Hulk Hogan number 23. Hulk Hogan, one of the greatest superstars of all time. Not because of his wrestling, it's because of the entertainment. It's because he could draw. It's because he was the biggest thing ever in wrestling. Ever, of all time. And if a wrestling fan can't understand that, he is a dumb wrestling fan. You don't have to be a smark. You don't even have to be a mark. You have to be a wrestling fan to know that Hulk Hogan is the biggest thing of wrestling at all time. No matter what he has done to his legacy. In the 80s, he was the biggest draw. Even in the 90s, he was one of the biggest draws. Even in the early 2000s, when he came back and did his run as champion, he was still a draw. WrestleMania 18, he was a draw. Yes, he was a main draw on that card. Having Hulk Hogan, I don't even care if he was in the top 3, top 5, or even top 10 because he's on the best terms. But him having not even in the top 20, number 23. Let's see who's better than Hulk Hogan. You're telling me Terry Funk? I know Terry Funk has done a lot of things, but is he better than Hulk Hogan? No. Is Edge better than Hulk Hogan? No. Is John Cena better than Hulk Hogan? No. Why is Rey Mysterio at number 9? Rey Mysterio is number 9. He's ahead of Roddy Piper, that's number 10. Eddie Guerrero is number 11. Triple H. Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes are tied. I don't have anything wrong with Dusty Rhodes. But Ric Flair should no doubt about it be in the top 10 list. He is one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. He has the best promos. To this day, you could watch a promo in the 80s from the NWA on YouTube and still laugh of the stuff he used to say back in the 80s. His promos alone, now his in-ring work, is second to none. He has some of the greatest matches of all time. You could make a top 10 your top 10 greatest match of all time and have Ric Flair in every single one of those matches. One of the best. I can't even describe Ric Flair because that's so great he is. He's not even the top 10 list, okay? And they put Rey Mysterio number 9. What has Rey Mysterio done to deserve to be in the top 10 elite of the 50 greatest superstars? I know this is not the most the best list ever, but give me a range. Come on, Rey Mysterio top 10 above Eddie Guerrero? Are you kidding me? Triple H number 12, I don't care about. But having Ric Flair before John Cena is ridiculous. Having Sergeant Slaughter at number 42? Really? Sergeant Slaughter at number 42. Big Show is at number 40. Big Show doesn't even deserve to be on this list. Ravishing Rick Rude is number 47, and Big Show is number 4. What? This is why I'm sick of this list. Orton shouldn't even be on this list. Big Show shouldn't be on this list. Kane shouldn't be on this list. Batista shouldn't be on this list. Ed shouldn't be on this list. Cena shouldn't be on this list. The only wrestler that's actually active, but we know his time is coming down, is Chris Jericho right here. Because he's done it all. He's pretty much done it all in wrestling. He's been in every promotion. He deserves to be where he's at. I think he should be deserved to be in the top 20. The most surprising person on this list, definitely Macho Man Randy Savage. They actually put him at number 14. And I think he was better on better terms with WWE, he would be in the top 10 for sure. He had one of the greatest. He also had one of the persons that had one of the greatest. He could do a promo like no one else. You could watch his promo in the 80s. You also watch his promo in the early 90s, and no one could compare to Macho Man Randy Savage. Cup of coffee, yeah. I can't do Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, I'm not gonna do that. Wow, man, freak out. I can't do that. He's just too beast. You gotta go watch his promos if you guys haven't watched it. But putting Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes as tied is ridiculous. Both at numbers. Ric Flair. Dusty Rhodes deserves to be on that list at number 17 at that range. But having Ric Flair and him tied, Ric Flair is a whole different class than American Dream Dusty Rhodes. Alright? The man that deserves his own wing in the Hall of Fame is tied with Dusty Rhodes. Nothing wrong with Dusty Rhodes. American Dream. One of the best wrestlers of all time. One of the most charismatic wrestlers of all time. The only thing good about it, they have a nice package, a video package on everyone. They're averaging around 2 to 3 minutes. And when you get in the top 10, and especially the top 5, they get longer and longer. Like the top 5 of this list, okay, the top 10 of this list is Roddy Piper, Rey Mysterio, Andre the Giant. Obviously, Andre the Giant. People forget Andre the Giant. It has to be one of the biggest draws in wrestling too. Who did Hulk Hogan face at WrestleMania 3? Andre the Giant. Unstoppable Force, being the immovable object. What's his name? Wow. Why am I drawing it? Ricky Steamboat. Wow, I drew a blank. His best work, no doubt, was in the NWA and WCW. Even though his most memorable match of all time has to be at WrestleMania 3. But that's why I think this is not a top 25 list of WWE superstars. It's all the superstars. And some complaints on here, why isn't Vader on here for? Why isn't Sting on this list for? Why? None of these guys, where's Vader? Where is Vader? Vader has some of the best matches. On the Starrcade DVD, it's Sting, what am I saying? Ric Flair versus Vader is voted the #1 match on the Starrcade DVD. Where's Sting? Sting is a legend. He should be on this. He was on the Greatest Stars of the 90s DVD. Why couldn't you throw him on the top 50 all-time stars ever? Because Sting. Alright, the top 5 list, well, the top 10 list is 6 Harley Race, 5 The Rock, 4 Bret Hart, 3 Stone Cold Steve Austin, 2 Undertaker, and #1 is Shawn Michaels. I don't have a problem with this list. But my list would have to be Stone Cold Steve Austin, obviously, have to be #1. No doubt about it. Ric Flair even said it himself. He has surpassed Hulk Hogan. Some people might believe that, some people might not believe that. But if you think wrestling, 3 names come to mind. Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and The Rock. A person can know literally nothing about wrestling, and they will say one of those 3 names. If you see The Rock, there needs to be a wrestler. Stone Cold Steve Austin. There needs to be a wrestler, and Hulk Hogan. And most people's minds, I guarantee you, Hulk Hogan and Stone Cold will be the top 2. That's why I put Stone Cold number 1, Hulk Hogan number 2, Undertaker's number 3, Bret Hart's number 4, and Shawn Michaels number 5. But that's just my bias. And The Rock is number 6. That would be my top 6 list. That's how I would rank it. Because no doubt about it, Stone Cold Steve Austin and Hulk Hogan, biggest draws in wrestling ever. Was it for Hulk Hogan? Never would have been. Wrestling would have never been as big as it was. And it wasn't for Stone Cold Steve Austin. Who would have known what would happen to WWE when WCW was battling WWE in the Monday Night Wars? Is it because mainly of one man, Stone Cold Steve Austin, King of the Ring 1996, and people have been ranting saying how King of the Ring is not significant. If it wasn't for King of the Ring 1996, Stone Cold Steve Austin wouldn't be as big of a star as he was today. Because the one line. And remember, Jake the Snake Roberts. People forget about Jake the Snake Roberts. He beat Jake the Snake Roberts. Austin 316. Remember that. By the way, Jake the Snake Roberts, where is he ranked at? Number 39? Who else is ranked really high that doesn't deserve it? Orton. Orton shouldn't be on this list. Curt Angle, ranked number 34. Curt Angle has done it also. One of the greatest technical wrestlers of all time. An Olympic gold medalist. Should be definitely in the top 20 list. He has some of the best matches of all time. Against who? Chris Benoit. That comes to mind first. Shawn Michaels. Undertaker. Triple H. Stone Cold. The Rock. Mick Foley. Number 33 should definitely be in the top 20 list, and that's my views. $1 Million Man, who else is on the list? That should be higher up. Superstar Billy Graham should be higher up on this list. Jeff Hardy, what is Jeff Hardy doing? Jeff Hardy is higher than Ravishing Rick Rude. What has Jeff Hardy done to deserve to be higher than Ravishing Rick Rude? There's so much problems with the list. I can go on and on and on. But my big concern is Hulk Hogan being number 23. It's just a slap in the face to everything that Hulk Hogan has done. Because he just, even though he's not in the greatest term in WWE, definitely be in the top 10. And Ric Flair should be in the top 10. He shouldn't share a spot with anybody. And also, I would throw in the top 10, definitely Macho Man Randy Savage. And I'd probably move up Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect is one of the wrestlers that should have been a champion, but wasn't a champion because all the wrestlers that were champions. If you guys understand that, which is kind of weird. But Mr. Perfect is one of the greatest wrestlers that never became WWE champion. So did Roddy Piper. And Sergeant Slaughter should way be higher up this list. Definitely in the top 20, for sure. No doubt about it, Sergeant Slaughter. One of the biggest heels in wrestling. So that's my problem with the top 50 list. I know I ranted on for a long time, but take a look at the list for yourself and see how garbage it is. Because if you guys don't think Hulk Hogan shouldn't be in the top 10, or even top 5 or top 3, you guys are crazy. You guys are so crazy. Alright, disc 2. Alright, let's read off these matches. NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Low T's versus Argentina Rocca. I don't even know who that is. Buffalo, New York, 1963. See? Some classic matches right. You can't find these anywhere else. NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Jack Brisco versus Dory Funk Jr. We got Women's Championship match. Fabulous Moolah versus Suzanne Green. We have Gorilla Monsoon versus Muhammad Ali. Ooh, that should be good. We have Harley Race versus Terry Funk in the NWA World Heavyweight Championship match. We have Gorilla Monsoon versus Andre the Giant in the boxing match. Superstar Billy Graham versus Dusty Rhodes. Got Iron Sheik versus Hulk Hogan in like pretty much every other DVD that thing is on. We have Steamboat, Piper, and Junkyard Dog versus Savage, Harley Race, and Adrian Andres. We have Rick Rude versus Ricky Steamboat. That should be a good match to watch. Lawler versus Curt Hennig. That's another good match to watch in the AWA. Jake the Snake versus $1 Million Man. That should be a good match to watch. Ric Flair versus Bret Hart. Oh, that's the match from when Bret Hart became the first won his first ever title. There's highlights on that on the Bret Hart DVD, but I never watched that full match. I'm probably going to watch that just now. The Rock versus Mankind in an empty arena match for the WWF Championship. Fatal 4-way match. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Rock versus Undertaker versus Curt Angle on SmackDown. Though that should be good. We have Undertaker, Kane, Matt Hardy, and Jeff Hardy versus Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, Edge, and Christian. Edge and Triple H versus Curt Angle and Chris Jericho. Eddie Guerrero versus Big Show. Curt Angle versus Rey Mysterio versus Orton at WrestleMania 21. Undertaker and Batista versus John Cena and Shawn Michaels on the worst main event on the worst pay-per-view of all time, No Way Out 2007, and Edge versus Undertaker at WrestleMania 14, probably the most underrated match because no one ever talks about it in WrestleMania 24 because everyone remembers the triple threat match, Triple H versus Cena versus Orton, and the Ric Flair versus Shawn Michaels match. And you guys, people usually forget that that was the main event, and that was a 5-star classic. So there is a lot of rare footage that you probably haven't seen on a lot of DVDs. There's about 3-4 matches that you've probably seen on other DVDs, but overall, there's not a lot of replays and a lot of good stuff. A lot of stuff from Raw, SmackDown, and AWA, and the NWA World Wrestling Championship. A lot of stuff from the old school WWF, Madison Square Garden stuff. And if you guys have this DVD, what did you think of the list, or what do you think of the list? My main concern is the Hulk Hogan thing, obviously, and but overall, the video packages are really nice how they did on Superstars. It's just the list is pure garbage, and make sure you go to www.dvdnews.com to get your inserts and print it out on photo paper and throw it in this bad boy. So let's put this right here, and thanks for watching. Hopefully I've been recording the whole time.